Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. So over in Liverpool UK we've had some great weather the past few days, very warm. So I managed to get out and do some observations in the clear skies. I managed to see around 30 to 40 objects over a 2-day period, and as many people know, I can be out there for 7-8 hours or more every day, doing mirror signalling and summoning and observing these objects interacting with me. The sky's just a phenomenal place, and I want to be out there documenting this phenomenon as much as possible. So anyway, as you can see, that this other object here was glowing, flashing towards me. I've motion tracked much of the videos here so we can get a good look at what we're seeing here in the sky. Don't forget, we're recording at 90 times optical zoom with the V550, and then a further digital zoom in some of the footage here you will see. And then I've motion tracked it so the object will stay centre of the screen so we can get a good look at what we're seeing. Now here's another amazing object here. As you can see, it's got a tether, but watch how this object flares. It is amazing to see with the naked eye. Now, it's not like the sun's reflection. If you watch carefully, you'll see how it does it. It radiates, it'll flash and then stop immediately. It's not a sun's reflection. You'll see it'll just stop and then go on again and radiate towards you, stop and radiate. When you see these objects coming above you, you're asking for these objects to turn up, and they're doing this above you. There's no ignoring it anymore, and it can just get absolutely crazy at sometimes, where there can be one object and then you look up above you again, there's another one. They're coming from every direction. Don't be, like I've said, don't be fooled by these objects having such things as tethers and stuff like that. They'll add tethers to try and fool people, like a form of camouflage. You've got to have an open mind and just look at this from another point of view. Anyway, so we were at the park. I'd actually seen a few objects that day, and then I took my young daughter to the park, and this big round object come directly in front of us and then swung past some trees. It started flashing. So this is the object here. As you can see, it's travelling very smoothly and straight. It's not floating up like you'd expect a balloon to do, and you can see some forms of sparks come off it now and again. I thought this was a good point to show it with the tree, so you can see its flight path there. Very, very smooth as it moves off. Again, here's another object motion tracked. Watch how this object flares, and then we slowed it down here so we can get a closer look. When you see these objects flashing like this, there's no denying that there's something odd going on in your surroundings. You're asking for these objects to turn up, and they're turning up, flashing around you. It's amazing. There's another one next to the pylon. You can see its flight path here, and you'll see it really start to glow there as it's passing by. These objects really are amazing, and I'd recommend everyone just go out and try these methods on clear days, and you'll be hooked. The sky's a magical place full of magical things, and we can all be out there watching this. There's no need to even watch these things on my channel. You can go out and watch them. Again, two objects tethered together. They were flaring, and they weren't overtaking each other or tumbling. They were like intertwining with each other, like some form of dance that they seem to be doing. Anyone who goes, oh yeah, the balloons, in the summer we'll start setting some off and get a closer look and try and explain a bit more. But balloons tumble, guys. They just, they tumble with the wind and they float up and fly away. They're very dull. These objects are very strange. Again, here's another one. It just appeared like a white ball to my eyes, and it was moving fast. The winds were around 5 to 6 miles an hour, hardly any wind. And this object, I couldn't put an estimation on the speed, but it was going fast. As you'll see here in reference to the cables, it's moving fairly fast. And as this object goes off into the distance here, you'll see as it goes past the trees, and then around 30 to 40 minutes later, another fast moving object come past, what we'll show just shortly after this. Could have been the same object. coming back later on throughout the day. I'm not sure, but see what you think. I mean, it looks like a pearl. That's what it reminds me of, a pearl, where a straight, if it's got some little tether on it that doesn't swing or isolate, it's just straight. You see there, look at the speed of that thing just going past, crazy. And then it come past again. It might be a different object, but it was sort of the same round object again, and it was moving fairly fast. You'll see a reference to the cables here. Now, there's many objects we've seen over the last few days. I've just tried to put together what I believe was good footage, and I've put some of the other stuff back into another file, which at a later date I will post, and we'll go through some of it. You know, it's important we have an open mind with this phenomena. And like what I always say, I'm not going to bullshit anyone, I'm not going to lie. I'll just try and explain what I'm seeing and what they done, what made these objects very odd and strange. And none of this is luck. You know, I'm going out there attracting these objects. They can turn up pinpoint accuracy where I'm asking, or flashing with a mirror for flashing certain point at the sky. Sky's a big place, and these objects are appearing very far up in the sky like stars flashing me to the exact point where I've either asked or flashed a mirror. You know, how many times do you do that and put it down to luck? Hundreds of times. Sometimes they turn up seconds after. Again, this one was right above me, above the zenith, and it was, again, it just looked like a star flashing. Yeah, so I've motion tracked that footage and zoomed it in, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure that you either give us a like or subscribe if you want to see more, and more so we can try and show people that this phenomenon is real, and you can all start going out there and documenting it yourselves. Let's get the truth out. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day. Peace.